Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, and welcome to 1minutetennis.com. In today's session, I want to talk to you about the ball toss. And I want to show you a simple but essential reference point that if you put into your game, will bring the ball under control and make the ball toss the easiest part of the serve, instead of what it is for most people, by far the most difficult. Almost every recreational player launches the ball with a bent arm. And the few that don't launch the ball with a bent arm tend to send the ball up very quickly with a jerky motion. And yet when we look at professional players, we can see that they have a slow, smooth, but straight arm. And most people look for the solution to this different technique between the pros and the amateur players in the wrong place. We don't need to look at the elbow, we need to discover the anatomy of the arm and the hand position that will correct the anatomy of the arm, which will then produce this smooth, languid and precise ball toss. And many coaches and many players struggle to get this movement into the correct position that you see from the pros. But that's almost always because the emphasis and focus is in the wrong part of the body. The focus is usually on the elbow, and it needs to be on the hand. You see, if I supinate my hand and turn it to the sky, then what will happen is my thumb will point to my opponent, like so. If I was serving in this direction here, then if I point my palm to the sky, my thumb will naturally point to you. When the thumb points away from the body towards the opponent, and when the hand is pointing to the sky, this is supination. I've pointed the limb to the sky. This is pronation. I've pointed the back of the limb to the sky. When I point the inside of the hand and supinate it to the sky and turn the thumb away from the body, then naturally the elbow wants to straighten. When I keep the thumb in towards the body and don't supinate the hand, then naturally the elbow wants to bend. What's happening is that when we toss the ball and the hand is supinated, then the radius is actually rotating around the ulna. But when the arm is neutral or pronated, then the radius crosses over the ulna. This reduces the effective length of the forearm, and it changes the position of the biceps tendon, which naturally encourages elbow flexion. So with supination, the arm naturally straightens. Without supination, the arm naturally bends. So now I'm going to make the ball toss, and I'm going to leave the hand pointing in the natural position, which is the thumb to the side and the palm pointing back towards the fence. And naturally, my arm is bent. This is the only comfortable position. If I stretch my elbow up in that fashion, my hand actually tries to supinate. But because I'm focusing on my elbow, it really is only a partial movement. But now, if I purposefully turn my hand, point the palm to the sky and the thumb to the opponent, so it's quite an extreme movement. And when I do that, then very naturally, the arm straightens up. The elbow wants to straighten because the ulnar and radial bones are now in alignment, so they actually stretch the elbow out. Supination of the forearm also has another advantage, because as it aligns the radius and ulna in a parallel position, this lengthens the functional reach of the arm. It allows for full elbow extension. This extended position creates a very effective stretch to the stretch shortening cycle of the serve. Quite simply, it's going to add speed. So when the palm is pointing to the sky and the thumb is turned to the opponent, then naturally my elbow will be straight, the loading phase of the stroke will be complete, and so therefore I will have the stretch part ready for the shortening part of the serve. And this naturally results in a very powerful and very effortless serve. So don't worry about the bending the elbow. Think about the hand, turn the hand, use the human anatomy, and you'll have a better, more effective serve and a perfect ball toss. If you like this or any other of our detailed analysis of the game of tennis, check out our books. We have books on every aspect of the game, and the books are broken down into the science, biomechanics, and then super simple explanations of the strokes. Our latest book, The Missing Link of Tennis, where we look at filling the gaps, looking at the drop shot, looking at the lob, looking at the serve return, is on sale now. Or for more personalised assistance, join players in over 40 countries that I'm helping with one-to-one online coaching. For more information, check out the website or simply email me. So don't think about straightening the elbow. The elbow will straighten. When you turn the hand and point the thumb to the opponent, naturally, anatomically, you'll have a straight arm, and then you'll have a correct loading phase of the serve, and you'll have more power, more speed with less effort. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.